Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today to this Call for SMEs webinar. So now we are going to introduce the challenges solutions from the Central Portugal region, so from one of our funding ecosystem at HealthChain. And my name is Maria Bernabé. I'm the project manager of CHUC Biomed. I want to give you some housekeeping rules for this webinar. So as you can see, this session is being recorded and it will be available for you to watch a webinar replay in our website, the HealthChain website, 1-2 days after the webinar. And all participants are muted now. And if you want to send us any questions, so feel free to type the question in the Q&A box that you can find in the bottom of the screen, in the navigation bar. We will address them after the presentation. So we'll have a Q&A session after the presentation of this webinar. So first, I want to introduce you the HealthChain project in a nutshell, then the open call for SMEs, so the main details and aspects that you have to know to apply to this call, the next step you have to take to apply to the call. And then after this presentation, we will move to the challenges and leading SMEs solution, and they will also present the work to be done by the follower SME. So what's the profile of the follower SME they are looking for to complement the solutions. So the project in a nutshell, so what is HealthChain? So HealthChain is based in an ecosystem approach where all the stakeholders take a phase in the process. So they are all connected in our regions, and they are working in a demand-driven approach. So this means that the health organization have identified solutions, so the problems they have must be covered by digital solutions. So this is why we are challenging the supply side, as we are doing in this open call, to co-create and pilot digital solution for these challenges and these innovation needs that the healthcare organization have. And also we are committed to adopt the digital solution if they are successful at the end of the pilot phase. So this will increase the capacity of the healthcare organization to innovate. So this is one of the objectives of the HealthChain project. And this will result in digital solution with a higher success rate, because the solutions are developed side by side. And also they will increase and speed up the internalization process of the IT company, because we will try to scale up and commercialize the solution developed after the co-creation and pilot phase. Then in terms of the interregional components, we have 10 regional ecosystems so far. So we started at the very beginning of the project with 5 funding ecosystem, how we call them. So the funding ecosystem, and we just have onboarded 5 additional regions that we call mirror regions, that and they are replicating this innovative model in the regions with the aim to increase the capacity of the regional innovation ecosystem in the different regions. When it comes to the open call for SMEs, so we aim to select and support 10 follower SMEs to complement the expertise of the 10 leading SMEs that we have already, and they will be jointly co-creating the digital solution to meet the specific innovation needs, the challenges that the healthcare organization have already identified. So the benefits for the awarded SMEs, the SMEs that will be selected to join the co-creation and pilot phase with the leading SMEs and the health organization, will be jointly co-creating and piloting this innovative solution with the leading SME to meet the challenge identified by the health organization. In that case, from the Centro Portugal hospital. And they will also access to a grant, so the funding will be up to 50,000 euros, so equity free, so it's a grant amount, so it will be 100% reimbursed to the follower SME. They will get expert support on business model and market insights, and they will have the opportunity to access to networks, big networks, and resources at European level. They will also network with other European SMEs and organizations that are part of the HealthChain consortium, and they will have the chance to explore new opportunities for upcoming end behaviors. So last but not least, they will get the opportunity to work in an international partnerships because they will be working with the healthcare organization based on one of the HealthChain regions, and also with the local leading SME. This is the overview of the call. So this is the main aspect you have to take into account to apply. So the deadline is August 5th, so at 5 Central European time. So please have in mind this date, so you have now time enough ahead of you to prepare the proposal. And then you will get 50,000 euros budgets per SME. So we will be selecting 10 SMEs, so one per challenge. So we have 10 challenges identified by the healthcare organization and the 10 leading SMEs. So we need now 10 follower SMEs to co-create and pilot the solution with them. So for this, so this is for the whole call, but for the challenges from Portugal, so they have identified 2 challenges. We have 2 leading SMEs, Neuroinnova and Virtual Care, and this is why we need 2 additional follower SMEs for the challenge. So 1 SME per challenge. When it comes to the eligible criteria, so who can apply to this call? So in terms of typology of organization, we are looking for small and medium-sized enterprises, so SMEs. So these are the only type of organization that are eligible to apply to this call. So the other organizations, such as research centers or foundation, are not eligible to apply. So only SMEs are allowed to apply to this HealthChain open call. When it comes to the geographical criterion, so HealthChain is looking for SMEs based in the regions that are part of the HealthChain consortium, so regions that are represented in our projects. So they must be legally established in one of the following regions. So you have to have a close look at the guidelines for applicants. So you will find there all the eligible regions. So you need to have a look at it in order to know if your SME is allowed to apply or not. But in the slide you can see the regions, the 12 regions that are eligible in that case for the challenges from Portugal. So all of HealthChain region except the Central Portugal region, where the healthcare organization is located. How to apply? So for this call for SME, this is the process. So it's a simple process. You have first of all to read the guidelines for applicants. The documentation kit is it's available in our websites, in the HealthChain website. So I invite you to download the guidelines for applicants and to read them carefully to get all the whole picture of the open call, the rules and processes you have to to perform to apply. Then you will have to fill in the proposal template. So this is our document, so you can edit the document and complete all the fields that you are required to. And this document is also available in the website together with the guidelines for applicants. Then once you have this document completed, you will have to convert it in PDF and to submit this proposal via the FCSS platform. So we have this platform where you will have to upload the document and to complete the main required fields to register to the platform. Regarding the obligation that the leading SMEs, the follower SMEs have, so there are 3 deliverables to be submitted jointly with the leading SMEs. So they will be both preparing these 3 deliverables. So the first deliverable will be submitting in October 2024, and it is regarding the cooperation agreement and pilot action plan. So then in March 2025, they will have to report the main activities that have been already carried out in the cooperation. So after the first month of cooperation, so this is the deliverable 1.2, so the interim report on cooperation and pilot deployment. And finally, in September 2025, you will have to report the overview of the entire implementation of the activity. So this is the final report on cooperation and pilot deployment. So after the submission of the 2 last deliverables, so the deliverable 1.2 and the deliverable 1.3, you will have an interview and review meeting with the leading SMEs and the healthcare organization representative. Yeah, and you will have to present an overview of both deliverables. This is why as you can see in the slide, the interim review meeting, the first one will be in April, 1 month after the submission of the second deliverable, and the final review meeting in October 2025, 1 month after the submission of the final report. In terms of the financial support, so the first, the submission of the deliverables, the submission of the deliverables are linked to project results. So the follower SME have to submit the deliverables to get the budgets, the grant amount. But for the first one, it is will not be linked to the payment. So just the second and the 3 payments will be linked to the submission of the deliverables. So when you it is expected to, so you will expect to receive the transfer of the first part of the budget in May 2025 after the submission of the second deliverable, and the final payments of the second part of the budget, the last 25,000 euros in November 2025. And what happens if you have any questions? So we are here to help you and to solve all the concerns about you may have. So we have this F6S blog where you can type your question, and we will be taking them and answering them as soon as we can. So feel free to send the question through this page, and we will address that as soon as possible. And finally, so we had our informative webinar last week. So in this webinar, you can find more details regarding this open call. So feel free to watch a webinar replay. So then you will receive, after this session, you will receive the presentation and the recording, so you will be able to access to this video. And last but not least, these are the next steps you have to take into account and consider. So please, I insist that you have to read carefully the call for SMEs documents and mainly the guidelines for applicants. And then if you have any question, as I just mentioned, so you can reach out through the FCSS blog, and we will help you. And then you will fill in your proposal following the template provided, and it will be submitted via the FCSS platform before the 5th of August. And that's all from my side. So now we are going to dive into the challenges and solutions from the healthcare organization from Centro Portugal, and also the solution proposed by the Leading SME. So let me share screen. Okay. Okay, now it's over to you, Patricia. You can start presenting the challenges.
Thank you, Maria. Are you seeing this in presentation mode or not?
Is it in presentation mode?
Here I see in the view with the next slide in the right side.
That's what the one we are seeing.
Yeah. So I have to change something here, Maria, or you change?
Let me change again. Okay. It's okay now?
It's the same. I don't know if I have to change something or it's you.
And now?
Now it is in presentation mode.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. So after this, my name is Patricia Coceiro, and I'm here with Carmen Nogueira, that is not here, but is here presenting in the webinar. We are both project managers in Unidade Local de Saúde Coimbra, and we represent here the healthcare organization. So now it changed again, Maria, I'm sorry. It changed the, oh, no, it's not in presentation mode as well. Now it is. Okay, and I will change. You change the slides or it is me?
Yeah, I can do it, Patricia.
Okay, next slide, please. So we are located in the central region of Portugal. We have comprehend 4 districts with 21 municipalities included, and we has a main hospital now called WellEst Coimbra. We represent more than 10,000 workforce, and we have more than 400 patients. So our hospital integrates 9 hospital centers and 26 primary care centers. Our main service, we can highlight this hospital emergency, basic emergency hospitalization, general consultation, specialty consultations, and we have a huge complementary diagnostic and therapeutic exams on this field. You can change it, please. For the challenge, we had more than 20 applicants that respond to our call for needs and for these challenges in the hospital, and we select 2. One of them is Reabilitarmente, is related with the effectiveness of cognitive rehabilitation programs for elderly people that are hospitalized, And the idea is to implement a rehabilitation program to improve the orientation, memory, and functional independence of these elderly people in a concomitant way, complementing the rehabilitation nursing intervention that are already ongoing in normal services in the hospital. This cognitive rehabilitation program should include exercise on topic related to each person, so it's personalized cognitive rehabilitation, and occupational activities for their current and past lives. So the idea here is to improve that functional independence of our patients. And for that, we select NeuroInnova, which is a SME from Portugal, and I asked them for present their solution and what they aim to a follower SME that we need to find out. And Isabel, please, you can continue.
Thank you, Patricia. Good morning, everyone. I'll be presenting Cognivita 2.0, that aims to facilitate functional rehabilitation and adaptation for patients during hospitalization and discharge, as Patricia said. To describe a bit our solution, we propose the development of an advanced cognitive training program complemented by the prescription of simple motor tasks for doing some physical activity as well, adapted to the needs and tastes of each patient and programmed to improve users' functionality. This solution is based on uses a solution that NeuroInnova already has, which is CogWeb, that I will show you in a minute, and incorporates a range of new functionalities that aim to facilitate functional rehabilitation and adaptation for patients during hospitalization and discharge. Can you change slide, please? So just to give you a bit of context, CogWeb is a tool for the implementation of online cognitive training programs. It has over 150 computerized exercises and is organized by cognitive function. We have exercises to train attention, memory, language, executive functioning, calculation, and constructive capacity. There are various levels of difficulty, and the initial selection of the level is done by the health professional, and then the progression and regression is done according to the performance of the patient. The idea is for it to be challenging, but not as hard as to frustrate the participant. So this balance is done automatically by the tool. Can you change slide, please? How it functions in practice. In one hand, we have the professional that defines the individualized cognitive training plans and oversees all the performance and monitors all the progress and the results regarding the adherence and also the cognitive results. And the patient does it, performs the training sessions in whatever context it is. It can be in hospital context, in a community institution, or at home. The patient just needs to have a computer with internet connection and has to have minimal skills, digital skills. If the patient is able to turn on the computer and open the internet, then he will be able to do the cognitive session, because it's really intuitive and it was developed with that in mind. The intervention plan, the exercises to be prescribed, and the model of the sessions, either face-to-face or at distance, are defined by the clinical team according to each specific situation. I have maybe now it's a proper time for me. I have a very small video about CogWeb that I can share with you. I'll try to share my screen from my side.
So I stop sharing now.
Yes. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Just let me know
Yes.
if you can hear also.
The human brain.
Can you hear?
No, no.
No? Mm.
And now, yeah. So
I think I shared my computer screen.
let's go.
The human
no,
brain is
perfect.
an outstanding machine. However, every year, in each 1,000 healthy brains, around 30 will develop cognitive loss. Right now, as you're watching this, and without consciously noticing it, you're hopefully using most of your cognitive abilities. Actually, every ordinary activity you may think of won't happen without cognition. People may have cognitive problems because either they're born with it, acquire it during their life, or simply because they get old. Brain damage is difficult to revert, but it's not a stagnant process. The brain can be trained and slowly repaired, and there are tools with a confirmed positive result. Even so, for several reasons, the most widely used treatment nowadays is none. Currently, available methods are centered in institutions, far from the patient's home, have long waiting lists, occur at very low intensities, and with frequent interruptions of care. This is why we built CogWeb. CogWeb is a web-based system that provides intensive cognitive training at home or any other patient's comfort zone, always under specialized expert prescription and continuous monitoring. It may be used in individual or group activities, face-to-face or remotely, in institutions or the community, in very specific cognitive interventions or combined with motor, behavior, or pharmacological therapies. It includes more than 60 specific types of exercises focused on the stimulation of the most important cognitive domains. The system analyzes in real time all the data concerning individual cognitive training activities, improving patient management and the clinician's productivity. The CogWeb system is supported on high-standard clinical research and development in a widespread multi-center collaborative network dedicated to cognitive training. CogWeb brings patients and clinicians closer, increases access to cognitive training services, as well as the quality and capacity of institutions to provide effective cognitive care. The CogWeb system is extending the therapeutic footprint and our ability to work together and have a positive impact on cognitive deficits and brain diseases. Join CogWeb now.
Okay. I will stop sharing.
Okay, thank you, Anna. So I'm going to share it again.
Yeah. Okay, so CogWeb has, as it is now, it has the advantage. We're still seeing in that mode, not in it's in a presentation mode.
Is it in presentation mode, right?
Well, it's with the notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's correct. The CogWeb as we have it today has this. It's only directed to cognitive rehabilitation and cognitive training, and it has the advantage to be used anytime, and also helps the professionals to have this close monitoring of the patient's performance. Next slide, please. So we will, in haste, and improve this system that we already have with several other functionalities that are the requirements that are covered by us. So this tool will it will enables us to create flexible and personalized intervention plans tailored to the user's characteristics, which is something that we don't have yet. This tailor to the characteristics of the patients. And it will be able to be carried out during the hospitalization. The idea is that the person starts during the hospitalization and continues after discharge at home. Deliver engaging content tailored to cognitive rehabilitation, considering the unique characteristics of the targeted population. Also, the possibility to adjust the type of cognitive training exercises, the degree of difficulty, the type of content, and the type of response to cognitive exercises. So far, it's possible to use mouth and touch, and we are working on the motor. We want people to be able to respond to a cognitive exercise with a physical movement, for example, or having sets of exercises for physical exercise. Also, not things very specialized, but small movements that the person can do safely by herself. Prescription of simple motor tasks. That's what I was saying. Adapted for use by people with low levels of education and digital literacy, this is a requirement since the beginning of CogWeb, and it has to continue to be addressed. And the continuous monitoring by assessing patients' performance records and graphs, which will also help the people from the hospital to accompany the progression of the patient. Next slide, please. So now we are looking for a follower SME that has expertise in the design of digital health platforms. That would be the ideal. We want them to help us with the design of user-friendly interfaces, ensuring usability, and also to help us to integrate assessment tools in our product. It has to have very careful with accessibility to guarantee that the interfaces are adapted to be used by people with low digital literacy and with disabilities, including requirements about color contrast, fonts, and wherever other elements that help in case of accessibility. Responsive design to ensure that the interfaces adapt to the different types of screens, providing a consistent user experience across platforms, because we need to ensure that regardless if the patient does it, for example, on a computer or in a tablet, that the results will still be meaningful. Also, we would like the follower SMEs to help us with usability testing, participating in the evaluation of the effectiveness and usability of the interface design, to document design standards, namely creating design specifications, style guides, and other relevant documentation, and also help us to create educational videos to promote health literacy in active aging regarding, for example, risk factors for cognitive impairment, for example, and other important matters regarding healthy aging. And this follower SME is very important within this requirements that we ask, because as this is to be used for people that are older adults that may have low levels of digital literacy and also may have mild cognitive impairment or small maybe in the beginning of cognitive decline process. It's very important to be very easy and that the interfaces are very clear and intuitive, and that's the main objective that we want from the follower SME to help us with. And that's all from my side.
Thank you, Ana Isabel,
Thank
for
you.
your inputs. Sorry, Maria, to interrupt you, but I don't know if you want to say
No,
something.
it's over to you.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Thank you. So thank you, Ana Isabel, for your excellent presentation and to share with us and with all that's seen as the idea of this solution for our challenge related to Reabilitarmente, the challenge that we selected, one of them. And the clarification with the video, it was excellent idea to share more than words. Some videos and some images are very good to clarify. And well, the idea to in the last slides to highlight that what you as a SME are looking for as a follower SME to help to solve these challenges. Now we are going to move on for the other challenge that we select. The name is Recomed, and it's the main aim is to harmonize the medication and to boost medication safety, namely in plastic surgery and burns department. We selected this department from the hospital to pilot this solution, and is the idea is to improve the accessibility and update the medication list of the patients, is just to avoid some communication errors that sometimes it happens and has negative consequences in terms of safety and insurance of the patients, and is to complete overall the knowledge of the patient's medication information in order to prevent these incidents and that could happen between the transition in the different interfaces in the healthcare institution. So errors happen, and the idea is to minimize them and to avoid errors of communication between the professionals and have everything well listed. So for this, we select a SME, a Portuguese SME as well, is virtual care. And I will ask, I don't know if João or Daniel will present the solution and what they need for a follower SME.
Okay, thank you. Maria, I'm unable to share my video, so I don't know if you can help me with it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. So yes, virtual care aims to tackle this challenge with MediRecon, which aims to streamline or simplify the process of obtaining and updating the patient's medication list in real time, or at least close to real time. What we propose that this solution is a feature to acquire the medication list of the patient from multiple sources, be it pharmacy databases, EHRs, the central system, the central information system of the hospital. It can acquire it, and then after acquiring the list from these multiple sources, it will do a compatibility check to identify potential discrepancies. After identifying discrepancies, we aim to resolve them. So we will generate a report with the identified inconsistencies and recommend some solutions. Doing this, we aim to minimize errors, like Patricia was saying, and we will integrate with hospital systems. So by developing this integration, it will allow MediRecon to update in real time and do a synchronization in real time of the patient medication information from all the systems that use the prescription. It will have notification alerts so that the healthcare professional knows when a discrepancy is detected for that patient. And we will include database harmonization, which is a component that will be collecting and managing adverse drug reactions reported and recorded across various systems at UELIAS Coimbra. You can change slide, thank you. So the the proposed solution, what will be covered by virtual care is all the technical requirements of data information, the development of the interoperability functionalities. We'll also do the functional requirements gathering and analysis. We will develop data aggregation and intelligence. We will implement the pilot and all its strategy, and we will then measure the desired outcomes and impact. So what we are looking for a follower SME is that it is an expert in regulatory requirements, mainly in medical devices. So you can help us to certificate MediRecon as a medical device. So we have some points that we would like to obtain from the follower SME, but we are also able to adjust it as we expect them to be specialists in this area. But in a simplified way, we expect them to help us develop a regulatory strategy, including identifying specific standards and regulations, to prepare the documentation required for the certification, to assist in implementation of a quality management system compliant with ISO 13485. And you can pass the slide. And to help us then test and validate, oversee the execution of the testing protocols to validate the safety and the performance of MediRecon. Also, we would like you to help us prepare and support MediRecon team, so virtual care for audits that can be conducted by certification bodies, and to coordinate the submission of all the necessary applications and documents to the appropriate regulatory basis. And so that's our presentation, and we hope to, if you have any further questions, we're here to answer it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel, and thank you very much to Anna and Patricia as well. So I think that everything is covered regarding the challenges identified by the Centro Portugal Hospital and the solution that the leading SMEs are proposing to meet these two challenges. So what we really need now is these two follower SMEs that complement the solution based on the requirements already introduced by Anna and Daniel. So now I think that this is the next step that I mentioned before. So just to insist that these are the main steps that you have to follow now to apply. So if you are interested and if you are eligible to apply to these two Portuguese challenges, now I think that we can address a question that we have received, but I think that we have not received any questions so far through the Q&A box. But I don't know if someone wants to add anything else or to point out something regarding the challenges, Patricia, or the digital solutions. So anything else that you think that it's missed and you want to point it out or repeat something that are
I think from our side,
important.
from the point of view of a healthcare organization, we can continue to push to move on to disseminate this call and for have some companies that may be interested to be a follower. Well, this is a work that we have to do together with already the SMEs that are involved, so they can help to find the correct follower to help them on the solution, on finding the solution for the challenge. From our point of view, we think we have more or less everything correct and explained what is the idea and the challenge, and we are here to ask and to clarify any question they may have.
Yeah, that's it. So thank you very much. I think that you have covered everything. So all the main aspects and requirements from challenges and solutions. So now we are looking forward to seeing you applying. So to seeing you as applicant applying to this one of these two challenges. So at least one of them. So if there is no further question or concern, so I think that we can close the webinar here, and the recording will be available in our website, as I mentioned at the very beginning, and the presentation too. So potential applicants and attendees can watch a webinar replay if they have any question, and if they have question also, they can contact us through the FCCS platform. So we are checking this page every day, so we will address them as soon as we realize that they have sent us their doubts. So we are here to help you, and thank you very much, all of you, for being here today, for joining us, and thank you to the presenters for this for the introduction of the challenges and solution. So see you applying to the code. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Maria. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.